Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're tuned into the philosophy how to expand a bit upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe you can achieve. So you go out there day after day, do the work, the confidence, put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though it's success. The creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams, goals, and everything like that die along with you because you have the courage, the frameworks, the philosophy, and the go-getter energy to go out there and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. But you're going to have all that. This is the method, the philosophy known as create like a God. This is your man, Jaron Mitchell, a.k.a. Jaron W1nning Mitchell. I'm not sure if this is going to happen. There's an echo in this room. So I'm actually in Texas right now. I'm no longer in California with the first 6 episodes. So 7th episode, I'm in Texas. The first 6, I was in the beginning of the year, January. So we're in October right now. By the time, so those first 6 episodes was in Los Angeles in the beginning of the year. Then the fire happened, and I lost this episode too. So I had to go ahead and record all those stuff, and I had to end up moving. So a lot of stuff that detoured me from getting this podcast out. But I was going to keep pushing back even more, but I decided, hey, you know what? No, let's launch it. We're going to launch it anyway. So here we are right now. First, so today's topic, as you can see, today's, and we were talking about, which I had podcast used to be stay creative before, and I changed to create like a God. This is before I had 100, and if you guys don't know, I had 184, 83 episodes. That I nuked it and start all over because more of the video stuff we're going to be doing. So what today's topic we're going to be talking about today. Okay, today's topic is episode 7, which is 5 reasons why artists should think like an entrepreneur. Okay, what are the 5 reasons why artists should think like an entrepreneur? What came up with this episode? If I remember, maybe we'll go over, have some bonus episodes where I go over my old podcast episodes and stuff like that. But along with that, hopefully, man, this echo, man. I hope there's no echo. But along with that, you guys, why you should think like an entrepreneur if you're an artist? Why could I came up with this episode? Because I realized as an artist, you're a business. As an artist, you're a brand. And as an artist, you're basically a business and an entrepreneur in a type of way, right? So as an artist, you basically got to do business. Think about it. Like you got your brand. Think about the music artists, right? You got the music artists. You got people like Hobson, Eminem. Who else is there? Many other different artists, Usher, Ludacris, the ones I'm thinking of. I don't know about the new generation because most of the new music I haven't been really listening to like that. But also with other artists, like you're a visual illustrator, visual comic artist, and all that other stuff, right? You are a brand. You are building your brand. It's only one of you, right? There can't be another one of you, like Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace to him, the one from the Dragon Ball series, right? There's only one Akira Toriyama, right? He the one that built it. He the one that made Dragon Ball the series. So you actually should think like an entrepreneur. We go in, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm about to sign this contract. I'm about to get this deal. And all of a sudden you're a slave to the company, right? You're a slave to the music labels. You're a slave and you're basically working your ass off, right? You're working your ass off. You're deteriorating health. You don't have no sleep. You sleep deprived, which, that's how it starts off from some entrepreneurs when they start off at front when they don't have no money. But you're working your ass off for penny of the dollar, right? Depending on the deal. That's why you need to know the business. You don't just sign something and you basically with that deal and they own the music, they own the rights, they basically own you. I think it's something with Elvis Presley or something like that. A lot of stuff going on with the music industry with something like that. With some people, I think they did it with Prince too, right? Prince wasn't allowed to put out any music under his name because they own him. They own him. All the stuff that he's doing through his own music, they own him. I'm actually need to look into more of his backstory and all thing on that. So know your business, man. Get a good deal. I look for the win-win situation if I'm dealing with artists. Most of these companies, music labels and all that, they try to own you. Not gonna say who. That's why you got to know the business. You don't just sign something, and there people just sign something because they're desperate or they don't know nothing. And there's also what NWA too. That I remember watching that and with Ruthless Records and all that stuff that happened with Ice Cube and everything. So you gotta know your business, man. You gotta know your business. You gotta be smart about it. So that's why you as an artist should think like an entrepreneur, but also like a business person. Because what's an entrepreneur? Taking greater than normal risk than necessary, right? Than no more risk. If I'm correct on that definition, go ahead looking up. Actually, we're gonna look it up right now. I should have it on my notes right here. Let me go ahead and look this up. Definition of entrepreneur. We're gonna Google this mofo. Let's put it. Wrong monitor here. So entrepreneur. Let's look up the definition right here. Entrepreneur definition. Definition of entrepreneur. Definition of entrepreneur is going to be right here. Right. Oh, it popped up right here. Okay. A process of creating, managing, growing. No, that's not the right, man. What the heck, man? Brave. This ain't Google. Hold on. Freaking, I'm using Brave. About to use it. Need to use the Google. Freaking Google, man. There we go. Brave doesn't have that. Okay. The activity of setting up a business, taking on financial risks in hope of profit. Well, that's a different. They changed the definition on it or something. I remember seeing greater than normal risk. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it's Apple. But anyways, actually, let's check Webster real quick. Webster. Let's see what Webster say, because Webster is more, I think, more accurate, supposedly, with their definitions. Managing. So who? I guess I'm. Oh yeah, one who organizes, manages, and assumes the risk of business or entrepreneurship. Oh, that's a bad definition. Don't like that definition. But anyways, let's go back. Taking on greater than normal risks. Greater than normal risks. They changed. I don't know what happened with the definition. I remember they changed it. Yeah, but anyways, that's the definition. That's an L on my part, probably. But anyways, so that's as an artist. Thinking like an entrepreneur, think like a business. You are a business. You are a brand. You should think like a business as an artist. And if you just, if you're dealing with customers, clients, you're dealing with stuff, with signing contracts and stuff like that, protecting yourself from freelancing and stuff. Also with doing other deals with companies, with corporations, and you got to know your business. That's basically it. You got to know your business. And I'm giving you 5 reasons why you should think like an entrepreneur, which we're going to talk about with this point right now. Okay. Point number 1. Today's topic that we're talking about today is 5 reasons why you should think like an entrepreneur as an artist. Okay. Point number 1, which is you are in a business of making money and making art and money. Okay. That's the point. You're here to make money. Where is it at? Right here. You are in the business of you're in the business of making money and art and money, basically. So art is an e-commerce business, right? It's e-commerce. It is e-commerce. Everything you got designs, art, which what's a design? I guess design and art will be a little different. Maybe we'll talk about an episode on that. But art is not just an expression; it's also commerce. You got a lot of the design, like on books, which is, I guess these are art. I look at it as an art, which is more graphic design, but I still look at it as an art. You see it everywhere, murals, characters, and stuff like that. You see it in the different tones and colors and everything. It's a business, it's commerce. It is commerce. It is. So what's the definition of commerce? Definition of commerce is the activity of buying and selling goods and services, especially in large scales. Okay. You can sell your prints in large scales as a type of commerce, right? It's a system that connects producers people who create value with the consumers, people who want or need that value. So whatever the value that you're giving, and continuing with the definition, commerce is an exchange of value, usually through money between 2 people, 2 or more parties. Okay, it's a form. It's more of a form of trade, you could say. So that's how I look at it. It's more of a form of trade, and to survive. So that's the end of that definition. Again, we can go ahead and do the recap. But to survive and thrive, treat your art like a company, manage costs, build a system, and pursue growth. Okay. It is like a business. Okay. So it's more of the starving artists, right? People that starve, don't have the artists. So you need to focus on not just the creative side. You also need to focus on the business side too. You need to focus on both. You may not be able to get a good thing, be good at both. I think you can actually. There's some artists that's actually good at both. So you just knowing your stuff, building your skills, and keep educating yourself on it. So in cost, money, and all that budgeting, a lot of people are not financially, have a good financial IQ. There's some books like the Cash Flow Quadrant and the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and a lot of other Grant Cardone books. Which one? There's one money I haven't got. Which other books? Psychology of Money, The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm trying to think of some other money books. You can Think and Grow Rich is another one. Love that book. Think and Grow Rich. Anything with Napoleon Hill's freaking go to me. But yeah, so you guys gotta start building. Start like as an artist, you need to start looking into building your business, learning business skills, learning marketing and sales, because without the marketing, getting it in front of your offer in front of people, they're not going to know they're not going to buy it. And you're not selling. Basically, sales is recurring. Sales make the economy flow through and makes the economy goes around. And without the salespeople, there's nothing moving in an economy. So again, it's a form of trade. So you guys got to start building your marketing, your negotiation, your sales, and we're going to be talking about a lot of that, what you can do with that. Okay, so survive and thrive. You don't want to be the starving artist. I'm telling you, you don't want to be the starving artist. You don't want to be people like even what we mentions, people like Nikola Tesla, or people like you don't want to be that getting taken advantage of. Okay, so with that, you guys, why? Let me see what else right here. I got on my notes right here. Why? Let's see. So why should it matter to artists? Okay, why should it matter to artists? So when you put your art out into the world, someone gives you money and attention and engaging in commerce. Okay, that's more of the commerce. It doesn't cheapen your creativity. It validates the value of the marketplace, as you said. As I said in the episode, you're in a business and making money. So you are in a business and making money. You are, as an artist, you are in business making art and money. Your art is the product. Your art is the one that's going to put you out there. You build your portfolio, keep building your skills, and that's what's going to put you out there, and that's going to make you the money. And just keep putting yourself out there and not just posting on Instagram. Okay, let's reach out to people. Let's build my portfolio. This is my portfolio, which I'm actually in the process. You guys can go ahead. It may not be right up right now. You can go jaronmitchell.com/ I might have portfolio and show more of my portfolio and what I do. There's going to be different types of portfolio funnels I'm going to be having and what I'm going to be using. So there's that I'm going to be building as well, which is more of the marketing side. It says and also some other stuff too, is you guys are going to see. But let me see that consumers are persistent creative forms. Let me see. Number one, which with this is art creates value, and the value is the core of commerce. There's more in commerce. Okay, so commerce means exchange of value. When someone buys your art, it commissions you, support like Patreon or something like that, a patron. You're exchanging money for value to give your art beauty, emotions, meaning, status, or inspiration. The act of exchanging in commerce, the moment value flows between the creator and the consumer, you enter business. So you're basically giving someone value of this character. I want the value. Your skills are so good. I like your skills. I want to engage in commerce with you. I want to do business with you. I want your money. I want to give you money because your art is good. I want to give you money. Or I like your art and want to give it money. You're my favorite artist. I want to give you money. Okay. Or your art is good. I want this is something specifically in your style and something I want to have. Let's do this in your style. I want it in your style. I want you to be a part of this. Okay. That's something what it is. So basically with business, right? We still in commerce. The act of exchanging commerce, the moment the flow. Yeah, I already read that. So number two with the go there with commerce, and why should this matter with artists with commerce, right? So every successful business solve problems. It does. It solve problems. You're in the business of solving problems. Your art can actually solve problems. Your story can actually solve problems. That's why you need to put yourself out, your work out into the world, because you don't want to have it be in the richest place on earth, which is the graveyard, because your work can actually change someone's life. Your art can actually change someone's life. Your art can actually move somebody to do something, take action on doing something, inspires them. It's like, dang, it can actually solve a problem, which this problem can be emotion, spiritual problems, boredom, emptiness, confusion, and loneliness, whatever it is, it can actually solve it. What do your art solve the problem? Does your story solve the problem? What does it solve? With comics, Musicians, listen to it. You listen to music. Okay, it solves a problem, gets me hyped up, it gets me motivated, gets me all juiced up. That's why I got me a motivational playlist for myself and me listening to music when I need to get that juice. That big old juice. So continue with this. It feels deep human. Well, need a connection. It is your work. Is how someone feels and gives the transforming what people pay for. Transformation, right? For some pay for your music, your art, your book, your idea, whatever it is, not just with art, can change someone's life. That's why you need to start putting value into the world and start actually building your artwork. Start building and creative your art. Keep improving your art. Keep improving your storytelling, animation, whatever it is. It can solve a problem. It can solve a problem. It can change someone's life, man, in a positive way. And that's what you want. Not in a negative way, but in a positive type of way. Okay. Let's go to the third point. We're still dealing with commerce right here. The third, we still on point number 1 right here. But third, what I want to talk about with commerce right here is the art of the art has the market, whether you like it or not. Collectors, studios, galleries, and fans decide what your art is worth. They decide. That's the marketplace, right? The marketplace decide what you want. That's what you want. This is entrepreneurship. This is what you want the marketplace to decide. If they don't like it, okay, let's go to something else, see what the marketplace likes. Okay. The marketplace, it says, was it through simple demand and precision. See, once your work exists in the market, it obeys some economic forces as any other product. We're going to talk about more on episodes 2, which business, which actually have I think I still have a mock business plan about art and stuff like that. The art style you want to do. You have people that were collectors. You can create some collectibles, studio stuff, galleries. Not so much. I don't really want to do business with galleries. Maybe we'll see, but that's they unless you want to learn how to sell your stuff. But anyway, we could talk about that later. Maybe I can go ahead and try it out myself one time. But let's see what else. That doesn't make art less pure, or it makes it real. Living pieces of the world economy. Okay. So as an artist, again, I talked about this already. This is the first point. We're dealing with commerce. As an artist, the artist is also a brand. You are a brand. Just be Jaron Mitchell, right? Whatever your art name is, whatever your name, you are a brand. Okay. You are specifically a brand. So you need to build that brand and what aligns with your brand. Not just me as a personal brand. I'm going to go with personal brand. But maybe the art brand or whatever, but more of me looking more of a personal brand, because personal brand outweighs business brands. And as an entrepreneur builds a brand, as an artist is a brand. You are the brand. Okay. Yay. Kanye West is the brand. What was it? Not Tyler Perry. I'm thinking Katy Perry. That's what I'm thinking of. Is a brand. Okay. Who else? Any other artist name? You are a brand. Start building a brand and start saying, okay, is this what I do with my brand? No, this is something I'll do. Of course, you can involve your brand. You keep elevating your brand and what you are, but gotta think, who am I, or what is your brand? What is this? I guess some musicians or some people play a character. You got Twitch. I found out some Twitch people that do streaming and stuff, like not Twitch, more like streaming. They do mostly brand. They acting a character. You know what I'm saying? So it's gotta, I don't know, it's weird to me, but they acting a character, this character that who they built and who their persona, you can say, or alter ego. Maybe that's it. And it says right here with your art is also brand, is your story, your message, your style creates reputation that attracts buyers, that attracts clients, people that want to work with you. Okay, that's why you need to be build a brand. I already mentioned Kanye turns a personal creativity into commerce universe. So start building your brand. Start building it. And we got the 5th right here, which is commerce, sustained creation. The art doesn't find itself. The artist burns out. Okay. Commerce allow artists to keep creating, growing their craft, and reach more people. Okay. It is not selling out. It's buying into your purpose. What you're going to do, or the artist burn out, which, it doesn't fund itself. The art doesn't fund itself. But Doesn't fund itself, but if you do, there's some other ways we could talk about that. Doesn't fund itself. Basically, you're funding it. But when you get that cash flow, that passive income coming in, people buying prints, they might want to buy prints. They want to buy like merchandise, like hats or some other stuff that aligns with what that character they like and their story and ever, So along with that, again, art is a divine creation in money and energy that keeps the creation alive. Okay. It does. The money, it's more of the art. It's like creation thing. That's why it's the podcast Create Like a God. God's a creator, a designer. So we're also creators and designers, but like God is like the whole almighty that basically created. We cannot replicate what God does, but we can actually be inspired with the looking at nature's laws and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get to point number 2. Point number 1 is pretty long. So let's go ahead and get point number 2. Point number 2, today's topic, what we're talking about today is 5 reasons why five reasons why artists should think like an entrepreneur. Point number 2 is that you're selling art. Again, we mentioned that you're selling art. So this is what you need to do. You need to get into sales training. Okay. You need to learn how to sell. People don't like being sold. People don't like sales. They feel icky and all that. But if you believe in yourself, you believe what you got, you will sell. You want to get clients. You want to get people to work with you, to be business partners, or to get clients to want to work with you. You need to learn sales. Okay. Sales is something you need to learn. Sales. Okay. Sales is going to get you there. That's the talking, right? Me talking, the sales, right? Me talking. The marketing is more of what I do. Like what I'll say, like, let me see. Marketing, the talking is the sales and what you can do. People can also see that you're good. Oh, you got good art. They'll be sold right away. The marketing is your artwork, the portfolio. Okay. That's what a great analogy be like the marketing for, like, if you're dating, right? Going out or talking to women, or or a woman talking to a guy. All right. Your body basically is the marketing, right? Your body is the marketing. If you're fit, you're good, you're fit and all that. You got a good, nice little look to yourself, right? That's the marketing. You talking, you having quote unquote game, right? Having a game to talk. That is your sales. You're selling the person. The reason why you should pick me to be in a relationship with me, to be married me. Basically, that's the analogy of it. Everything revolves around sales. Everything you do is sales. This podcast you listening to, these ideas, these points and all that, people that sales you in politics is sales. Okay. They marketing and all that. All of it is dealing with sales, marketing, and branding. It's a way of life. Sales is a way of life. And I'm gonna reference, which is every artist is pitching. You're basically pitching, right? You're pitching a story. It's also too, which I had to unregister at the moment at the Los Angeles Film School. I'm almost finished there, getting my bachelor's degree. But there's something with building a portfolio, right? You had to pitch a character. There's the time I had to pitch a character, building up a pre-rough and everything like that. You have to pitch this character. You have to get all things and pitch it for a future character, something you could do. So even with storytelling, which you got to go ahead and pitch the idea to the director or to whoever it is. You are selling. Accept it. Hey, I'm a salesperson. I'm not just an artist. I'm a salesperson. I'm not just an artist. I'm a marketing person. I'm not just an artist. I negotiate. Okay. Learn your game. Work on your game. Basically, I'm going to have 10, work on your game, 10x, create like a guy. Maybe that can go ahead and quote something I can do. Okay. You're pitching clients, fans, galleries, publishers, or audience. Okay. You are pitching your work. You put your work out there. You're basically selling. Your art is the marketing. You talking and bringing the client through a process with basically successful sales funnels, even with Walmart Walmart or grocery stores. They put all the stuff in the back, right? Like the milk. I was going to Walmart yesterday, right? They got the milk all the way in the back. Why they want me to go all the way in the back? Because they want me to go back other. Oh, I'm going to get some chips. Oh, there's certain places where they put it strategically for a smooth flow for any customers or guests that comes in to the store. It's a flow. They spend billions, millions of dollars on this to get it right so they can have some sales. Okay, so that's why you got the milk, eggs all the way in the back. Okay, you have the technology, the school, the technology, the technologist. Oh my goodness, the movies and all that too. I remember I haven't been on that station in a while. We go all the way to the back. There's the gaming section. We all the games, the DVDs, and all that. It's all the way in the back. Okay, they have it there for a reason. Then when you go to the store, when you get to the cash register, they got all the cookies, they got all the junk food and all the other stuff that's right there. Just for if somebody wants to grab it and put it right there, and they can buy it right there. It's all a process. Okay, so sales is that reference I'm going to be using. You can probably go to jaronmitchell.com/. I'm probably gonna put it Amazon or book. I'm not sure, but I will have the book with the book Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. There's another book I haven't got, which I heard it was a very good book as well, which is Sell Like Crazy. And also you can go to jaronmitchell.com / I believe it's .com secrets. You can get the book from Russell Brunson's book, .com secrets, or and you can go ahead and if you want, there's traffic secrets, jaronmitchell.com / traffic secrets, more of the tracking and the marketing side. Then you have jaronmitchell.com / expert secrets. So you can go ahead and get that book as well. So you can get all those 3 books, or you can get one of those, and you get it for free. If you want to upgrade, you can get the whole trilogy set, which I don't have it. I had left it at LA, but if you see on my previous videos, you'll be able to see those books right there. So those are books I recommend. There's also 2 which I haven't got, Alex Hormozi's books. I'm actually going to check him out too. I've been hearing a lot about his stuff, which $100 million offer. So you will probably see those as well. Okay. So selling again, which if you look at it's probably on my YouTube channel as well, which is Earn Nightingale. Okay. The Strangest Secrets. Sales is the highest paid profession. When you know how to sell, if you know how to sell anything, you know how to sell, learn how to sales, practice your sales. And also there's Grant Cardone University that I'm going into, which I actually need to get into it more. I'm not into it, get into as much and set my stuff time. I need to be disciplined on that. So I'm failing on myself. Well, I'll not say failing, but I'm more not being disciplined going through Cardone University. But it's a great content, amazing content, but it's just keep going through it and keep getting your sales training and focusing. Okay. So there's that too. Which is sales is the highest paid profession, and that skill separates you from the starving artist from the thriving artist. Okay, once you learn sales and learn how to do this marketing stuff, this online game too, I'll recommend doing it. You're gonna thrive. You're going to thrive, and you may not see it with me at this moment, but I will get there, and you guys will see, and I'll let you guys know. Okay, and also too ties with the 10x rule. Aim bigger and sell. Basic aim bigger. Sell bolder, which is, I'm talking about the 10x rule, 10x it. If you need to contact, you need to bring people, contact to people. You need to get people in front of an offer. If you got to, freelancing, right? Okay, I got to get people in front of my freelancing gig. Okay, I got to give some people some of my, like look at my portfolio. When I get some people pitch to me, honestly, I get some people pitching to me to some stuff, and I get something like their Google Drive, and I don't know. That just seems to me, I don't like that. I don't like getting the Google Drive, and I'm going through a Google. I don't freaking like that. Just give me something simple, bro. Just give me a website or something I can go to with your stuff, and that's pretty much it. I don't need to go through your Google Drive. I don't need to go through all that. I just need to go through a certain, Behance, whatever it is, to go through your site. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to point number 3. Today's topic I'm talking about today is 5 reasons why you should think like an entrepreneur. And the third, I'm sorry, where is it? Where are my notes? All right there. The third reason is mindset matters. Okay. There's 2 types of mindsets. There's a book, which I need to listen to it again. It's been a while since I listened to it. It's called Mindset. I forgot the author's name. I could probably have that Jaron Mitchell book, jaronmitchell.com / books, or you can go ahead. I'll probably have it on there. You can go to jaronmitchell.com / Amazon store. It should be one of my book references that I have on personal growth. I see. I got to make that, but we got to go ahead right here. So there's 2 types of mindset. So the first, we're going to give you the first mindset, which is the ones you do not want to have, is a fixed mindset. I was born, fixed mindset. I was born with talent, nothing more, or that's it. Like this is it. This is what I got. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. You don't want to tell yourself that. Okay. Growth mind says I can improve. I can expand. I can monetize some of my craft. That's something I can do. And fixed mindset can be, I was born with talent, nothing more. And you're just focusing, you're just with talent, but you're not growing that talent. I believe you can actually create your talent. I think that's a growth mindset, in my opinion. I think you can actually create your talent. You can build and create your talent, because there's people that can understand, okay, the shapes and everything as an art, or they've been doing it for such a long time. It's been built. Okay, they built it. Just like drawing. And I haven't mentioned this on point number 2. Sales is the same way. It's learned. It's a learned skill. It's just like reading and writing is, just like math is, all that's a learning skill. You just don't pop out of the womb and say, oh yeah, I know how to do math. Oh yeah, I know how to talk. Maybe Jesus, but I don't know how to talk, like right out the room. The only person I know that out the room that could talk is Jesus. That's the only thing I know. But other than that, that's a miracle, by the way. But other than that, that's the only thing I know. From Jesus, no other, from what I know, from a prophet or anything like that. Actually, Jesus, peace be upon him. Let me just say that. He's the only one I know that spoken coming out the womb. So that's the only thing I know. But other than that, other us, we don't speak out. We haven't learned English. All that coming out the womb, it's all learned. All this is learned. We are taught this. We are learned this. Okay, it's math. We don't again math and all that. We don't. Okay, we had all this is learned. Okay, so growth mindset is knowing you can improve. You can expand. You can do better. You can build upon that. You have talent, but you can build upon your talent. And I think that's what separates those who have talent from those who do have talent, and those who don't have talent. And those who do have the talent, they keep on learning how this growth mindset, and they expand their learning, and they be able to be phenomenal at what they do. So that's what I think. From that, that's what I think. But also too, the entrepreneurs live by the growth thinking, adapting, and learning and scaling. Okay, so also going to webinars, going to certain things, investing into yourself, going in and learning. Oh, okay, this is what I can do. Okay, this is what I got wrong. Maybe it's a whole different level of thinking. Okay, so like the middle class, right? The middle class in America have a whole different level of thinking from the rich and the wealthy. They think in a totally different way than the middle class. Okay, so that's why the middle class is like they just keep getting poorer and poorer. But the rich, I guess, rich gets richer and the poor get poorer. But I don't think that. I think the rich get richer because they do certain things, and some with what is it? The book Waddle D. Waddles, right? The book Waddle D. Waddles, Science of Getting Rich. You get rich doing things a certain way. The rich people do things different from the middle class. They do things in a certain way. That's how they keep getting richer. The middle class, you got some probably 6 figures, which now our money's keep getting what is it? Not atrophying. I can't even think of the freaking word right now. The money is we're not getting buying power. We get less buying power right at the moment. Hold on, Alexa, stop. Okay. But yeah, sorry, my Alexa was going. I actually need to shut that off when I record. But along with that, you guys, so we're losing buying power. Every day our money keeps going. The paper of the money, the dollar, the value of the dollar, we're losing our buying power. It's getting worthless and worthless and worthless. And that's why the middle class, if you're in the middle class, you need to start, okay, how can I do to increase my income? Because I know I'm losing my buying power. What can I do to increase my income? Okay. Or some ways where I can make money in my sleep or generate some money while I sleep. So that way I'm not suffering when everything else is increasing. Okay. So as an artist, adapt this mentality and stay competitive and innovative. I say not just competitive, be dominant. Dominate your sector. Okay. So let's go ahead and point number 4. Today's topic that we're talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should think like an entrepreneur, which is point number 4, personal development. Keep working on yourself, okay? That's dealing with point number 3, but keep working on yourself. Keep growing, keep investing in yourself, okay? But there's what you need to do in investing in yourself, okay? The first invest in yourself. So that could be your health, your skills, you're investing on you. You're investing in you, your body, your energy. This is your energy unit. So you need to start investing in yourself, investing in your body, and investing in your skills, investing in your health, because you don't want to be like certain like the manga artists, which Japan that is going rampant over there with some of the artists. I think they're calmed down now, but the 1990s and 2000s there's a lot been going on with that, probably even more as well. They were just working. I don't want to be that type of guy. I love work. I want to do that. I want to make sure I'm healthy. I don't want to like deteriorate my health for a certain company or for something that I'm doing. Okay. Only probably when I'm going for my goals or where I'm at, I need the money. I need to go out and start going for hunting. going hunting to go out there, make an impact. When there's nothing, you got nothing to lose, you have no money basically, right? And you can get yourself in a certain spot where, okay, I can start my health, or you can just start now and start doing it. Okay. So you need to start working on your health, which investing in yourself, invest in your business, and start investing in assets. You don't want to be the starving artist where you don't have no assets. Okay. I don't know why artists don't do that. You don't have, I think it was, what was it? Let me go back. G.I. Joe artist, I remember that. He's dying poor. Also, I mean, Jack Kirby, if I remember him, he died basically poor. A lot of people die. You don't want to be that type of artist. Okay. Make sure you have some assets so that way you can sustain yourself. Okay. Those are the 3 types of investments, which again grow. Let me see. Your art grows as much as only you can grow. So you need to grow. People don't want to work on an asshole, by the way, as well. You don't want to be difficult to work with. So make sure you keep working on yourself. Be good at what you do, not just be an asshole, but also people don't like dealing with assholes. Probably when you're really, really good, but still at that point, people don't like working with assholes. Okay. So there's a time to be an asshole. We may have an episode on that. There's a time to be an asshole and there's a time not to be an asshole. So success in business comes from building discipline, focus, and resilience. Okay. You got to build discipline. Discipline is important. You got to build focus. You got to stay focused, follow one course to excess. You can't catch two rabbits at the same time. You got to stay resilient. So there's going to be stuff that's happening. I went through it. I went through a car crash, lost my car. I went through, what else I went through? I went through a lot, man. I went through so much stuff I went through, but something I need to know is for myself. I need to go through it where I come out stronger and thriving, not just stronger. Okay. And also to stay consistent with that as well, with your success. Okay. Success loves speed, and invest in reading, keep reading, building upon yourself. Okay. Rest in reading and go into seminars, go to courses, and build habits that sharpen both your art and your character. Again, you don't want to be an asshole. People don't like working with assholes. You don't want to build your ego is so freaking high, which is enemy is the ego. Which you got to earn your ego. The game to back it up. You have that game to back it up, and you got to be outstanding in what you do. You got to earn it. But people don't want to work with assholes. There's time to be an ass. There's a time to be an asshole, and there's time not to be an asshole. Okay, so people don't like working with assholes. Don't be hard, or just saying more of me saying don't be hard to work with. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say with those points. Point number 5 today's topic I'm talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should think like a entrepreneur. Point number 5 is networking. Keep networking. Keep building your network. Your net worth is your net worth. Network with other people. Build relationships. It's not just what you know, is also who you know. But I will also say it's also what you know and who you know. And relationships moves careers forward. You're building your career relationships with other people. Again. You don't want to be hard to work with. You don't want to be an asshole, because if you're hard to work with, people will talk. The industry will talk. They will talk. This man's hard to work with. You don't want to do it. You don't want to work with them. They're going to start talking to other people. It could cost you some gigs, some jobs, and everything like that. Okay. Another thing too, I like for you guys to pick up the book. Another book I'm going to pick up, which is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You want to go ahead and pick up the book. Phenomenal book. That book really helped me out as well. Also, a lot of Grant Cardone stuff with the Cardone University helps me out with people as well. And there's another book which I haven't read yet. I don't see it around over here. It's similar to How to Win Friends and Influence People, but it's with the John C. Maxwell, with his more of his leadership and stuff like that. He has a book on it as well. He has a lot of books I need to actually read up on. But also to learn to build genuine connections, build genuine connections with peers, mentors, and potential buyers. Okay. You just don't want to buy and that's it. Okay. Build connections, build general connections, being genuine. That's what I'm trying to say. Be genuine in what you're doing, genuine connections with mentors and stuff like that. Have mentors, have multiple mentors. Okay. Not just in art and stuff like that. Well, basically in art, you can have multiple mentors as well, with art and studying the legends, studying the greats and on their crafts and learning from them. Okay. So that's something you can also do. We'll have possibly a podcast episode on that as well. Okay. And even network marketing provides the principles of leveraging, influencing, or everything. This is what somewhat a lot of people don't like, network marketing. Okay. Network marketing depends on basically on that. This is basically what it does, is connections, is network, through your network, building connections, building your network. And basically that's something you can learn from network marketing as well. So again, build your network, start building, start gaining connections, start going to events, start building actual connections, keep contacting. That's something I actually, I know about this. I actually need to start working on. Okay. So let's go ahead and recap today's topic, which we were talking about today is, 5 reasons why you should think like an entrepreneur. Okay. So point number 1 is you're in a business. You're in a business of making money. We talk about e-commerce, the definition of e-commerce and entrepreneurship. And also 2, with the 5 reasons why an artist matter, why it matters as an artist for e-commerce. And point number 2, you are selling art. You are a salesperson. You always sales, no matter what you're doing. Your business or your art. Your business. You are a business. You're a salesperson. You're a marketer, and you're a brand. You are all those. Okay. And point number 3, which is a mindset matters. Fixed versus growth mindset. You want to have a growth mindset. You don't want to have a fixed mindset. If you do have talent and you're a fixed mindset, you're limiting your growth. You're not going to grow as much as a person who has talent with growth mindset, or the person who does not have any talent that has a growth mindset. Okay. Point number 4, which is personal development. Work on yourself. Keep working on yourself every single day. Keep building, keep working on yourself. Build that success, building discipline, focus, and resilience, and also consistency, as well as your art is grow as much as you grow. So keep growing yourself. In the 3 forms of investments that you need to invest is yourself is also first, then your business or your art, or business, or you could say of your art, which you're building your skills, which is investment in yourself, courses, work on yourself, which, and also your health as well. You don't want to be deteriorating your health and being basically like other people in the company, and don't want to be a type of person you hard to work with. You don't want to be an asshole. And point number 5, go out and network, go out to seminars and network, go read books, buy other people courses, buy other people's products. And you have your Dream 100, that can also help with your network as well. Build a podcast stuff, help with your network as well. I didn't mention that though. And habits that both shape your art and your character. Okay. Your personal development, building yourself, and your networking. Make sure you go ahead and pick up How to Win Friends and Influence People with Dale Carnegie, and work on your relationships that will move your career forward. It's right here in my notes. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I would say it's actually what you know and who you know. Know both. Okay. I say do both, not just what you know, it's who you know. Yeah. It's not what you know. You don't may know no much and people connect with you. But I think if you do know what you do know, okay, because if you do know what you're doing, it's actually gonna build more connection with you, especially within the industry with art and everything like that. That's what I think. Um, Well, it could be both of those quotes can actually work, but I say is also what you know and who you know. Do both, okay? And build generous connections, okay? Be genuine what you're doing, peers, mentors, potential buyers, other people you want to work with as well. I mentioned that too. And even network, and even keep on networking. Keep on networking, even network marketing. Those people don't like network marketing, but network marketing also builds around their network and people around them. They build genuine connections and relationships. That's what you want to do. You want to build connections and relationships because you are a business. As an artist, you are a business, you are a brand, and you are a salesperson, and keep on marketing. All right, folks, is not where we at. It's where we come from. Always create like a God. You're the master of your fate. You're the captain of your soul. You are made in the image of God, and God gave you a brain. Think for yourself. Always create like a God. Worship the one true creator. Take full possession of your own mind. And I believe the one true creator is Allah. And always create like a God. See you guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace.